we've got big fun waiting to be unleashed. We'll be posing some of life's most important questions. Your answers will be paired off in a no-holds-barred tournament. And your votes will determine which answers advance in the bracket. As we whittle down to our championship winner, this is bracketeering. I'm sending the topic of our first bracket to your devices now. Freaking coolest animal. I honestly can't wait to find out which animals attain freaking coolest status. Type in the best, most winningest answer you can think of and hit send. If your answer wins the entire bracket, you'll be rolling in cash. By the way, you can join the audience and play along by going to Jackbox.tv and entering the room code. Time's running out. Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups. That means it's time to sidle up to the prediction table. On your device, you'll see one of the upcoming matchups for this bracket. If you can predict the answer that will get the most votes, you could win some sizable bonus bucks. Oh, and don't forget, if you don't think your own answer has a chance of victory, you can still grab some cash by predicting the correct winner. Time's running out. Oh, prediction table time is up. Let's dive into our first bracket. Never thought I'd see this matchup. Use your device to vote on which you think deserves to win. But don't forget, if you change your mind, you can change your vote. Only a few seconds left to vote. Well, go ahead and kiss your sibling because it's a tie. Show your support for your answer by tapping on your device as fast as you can. That was some sweet animal action. No one could have predicted this one. Moving on to our next matchup. We're in the home stretch. Send me to bed without supper, we have a winner! Some players just came up empty. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Omega Conference. Folks, I've been waiting for this matchup my entire career. A real tug of war! Clock is running out on voting time. I'm just excited we're talking about animals. Cha-ching for any prediction winners. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. It's really going back and forth. Get those last second votes in now. I don't believe it! Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. Hey, you got a new matchup waiting for you on your device. Predict the one you think is gonna win. Time's running out. Time's up at the prediction table. Let's jump back to our bracket for round 2. This one's looking over. A regular juggernaut. We have a few lucky winners. The finals are just a win away from these next 2 answers. Potential winner starts to emerge. It's anyone's game. It's a freaking win. And now we finally decide which animal deserves the title Freaking Coolest. Who'll come out on top? We have our first winner. Wow, what a bracket. Let's see how the scores shook out. It's time for the blind bracket. We start with just the category. Name any celebrity. Go ahead and write the first thing that comes to mind. We'll see the real bracket title after you answer. Time's running out. Let's see what this bracket is really about. Most likely to secretly be a vampire. Time to get in those predictions. The predictions are in. Here comes trouble. This matchup was bound to happen. I am on the edge of my seat. This one seems like it's over before it's done. They're on fire! Money if you guessed it! Next up, this is a big one. noticeable lack of voting going on. The clock is running out on voting time. No contest. Let's see what's happening over on the other side of the bracket. An upset in the making. Only a few seconds left to vote. That battle gave me whiplash. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. This one's looking over already. The struggle is real. Get those last second votes in now. What an upset! Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. Time's running out. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. No one thought it would be this close. The clock is running out on voting time. Right at the buzzer! Our winner moves on to the final, but let's find out what they'll face off against. These answers exchanged some harsh words at the press conference. The lead keeps changing hands. Only a few seconds left to vote. That had more ups and downs than a roller coaster. This final matchup will determine who is definitely a vampire. I am on the edge of my seat. It's a nail-biter. This was a big win. Let's go back to that scoreboard. And now the bracket you've heard so much about, the triple blind bracket. This bracket will change every single round. Let's start with a category. Enter any word ending in ing. Who knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take? is running out. Let's see what we're dealing with. The weirdest thing for hipsters is to suddenly consider cool. Time to get in those predictions. All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count. The predictions are in. Up first, a clear frontrunner. Get those last second votes in now. Preheat the oven to 425. We have a winner. Next up, these answers exchanged some harsh words at the press conference. An upset in the making. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Martha. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference. This is one for the ages. A real tug of war. Just running out the clock now. That went back and forth more than Luke and Lorelei. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. Could this be a blowout? No one thought it would be this close. Only a few seconds left to vote. That was a clash of the Titans. There's cash if you predicted this one. We're changing that bracket title again. The best activity to precede sex in an erotic film. Get those predictions in now. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. It's a bracket like this that truly makes this game the sport of kings. This one's looking over. That win was so big you could hear it the next state over. This could be the answer to beat, but let's check out the competition. The clock is running out on voting time. Whamma Bama Slamma! A surprise win for some of our predictors. One final switcheroo. Coolest thing to be caught doing when you're pulled over for speeding. I hope your answers still make sense. And now the definitive matchup. Overwhelming support already. The struggle is real. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Victory! But did any of that affect the final standings?